on to 3.12, Chancellor's reports.
And Presidents, let me know if you'd like me to share your reports.
Good evening, board members and colleagues. As we always do, I'd like for the presidents to provide a brief synopsis of their written reports that they provided you as part of our board packet. And I always like to change up so they never know who is going to be first. And tonight, what I'd like to do is start with Berkeley City College and Dr. Angélica Garcia, followed by President Besikof at Laney College, and then Dr. Johnson at Merritt College, and last but not least, President Nathaniel Jones III from College of Alameda. So I will turn it over to Dr. Garcia and BCC.
Great, thank you. Good evening, President Napoli Abella-Reese, Interim Chancellor Jackson, members of the board, colleagues, and community members. In addition to the written report in your board packet, I want to offer some oral remarks regarding some wonderful news for Berkeley City College students interested in the animation and game program. Berkeley City College recently learned that we're only the second college in the Bay Area and the only community college in the United States to be recognized as an EPIC Unreal academic partner. Unreal Engine is known as the world's most advanced real-time 3D creation tool for photoreal visuals and immersive experiences. For those of you who are part of the gaming culture or have loved ones who engage in gaming, there are thousands of technical and creative experts that deliver that experience. The Unreal Academic Partner Program recognizes universities and schools that have committed to providing high-quality educational opportunities with an experienced faculty, proven curricula, sufficient facilities, and resources to create positive outcomes for students with a variety of personal growth and career objectives. Being an Unreal academic partner means that EPIC will empower Berkeley City College so we can ensure that BCC students are prepared for an evolving and highly competitive job market with transferable skills that increase their potential earning power in a globalized economy. Professor Mary Clark Miller completed the Epic Games Unreal Fellowship this past summer. And Chris Platts, Phil Campbell, and most recently Matthew Olson are also teaching Unreal as part of the BCC Animation and Game program. The partnership with Unreal Engine provides BCC students with this most recent training for skills to the most in-demand game engine skill to have on their resumes, preparing them to claim the highest salary premium. And employer demand for knowledge of Unreal Engine is projected to grow 122% over the next 10 years. Please join me in congratulating Mary Clark Miller and the BCC Animation and Game faculty for bringing real-time and innovative curriculum to students. Their leadership is charting the path for BCC students to enter the workforce with meaningful and real-time exposure to gaming technology as it rolls out. As a closing comment, I do want to invite fellow board members to join us at Berkeley City College for the variety of activities and events promoting the theme of Black History is American History. Additionally, I'm also proud to have our colleague Ramona Butler, EOPS coordinator, continue her yearly tradition of sharing Black Americans from throughout the Bay Area each day during Black History Month. Thank you very much, and that concludes my remarks for Berkeley City College.
Good evening, Chancellor Jackson, President Napoli Abella-Reese, board members, students, colleagues in education, and valued community members. Before I start my report tonight, I'd just like to say that certainly following outstanding colleagues such as Dr. Garcia is challenge enough, but tonight to follow those 4 great student government reports, I feel like there's a pretty tall order on the table right now, but I'll do my best, as they always say. I'd like to start tonight by just sharing something that's come to fruition and is wonderful. On Monday, Laney College's branch of Union Bank opened on campus. And as you know, this was something that came to the board originally by my predecessor and was something that has been just a partnership that's been burgeoning and building. And within your board report tonight, you'll see some photos of the branch and just how wonderful it looks. One thing that distinguishes this branch from other bank branches that you might see on a college campus is that working in the branch will be students from our banking and finance program, along with other students from the business department. I'd like to spotlight tonight Professor Kim Glosson, chair of the business department, for her outstanding work on making this come to pass. And I certainly want to invite all in attendance tonight to the grand opening activities, which will take place later in the semester. Continuing this, a theme of success stories. I mentioned this in my last board report, but I have provided more details from concerning the San Francisco Chronicle internship that student Leticia Luna earned. And certainly you can read about that there and the outstanding achievement. Also in the line of success stories is something that really involves a lot of Laney College employees. And I'd like to just take a minute and share this. As you may be aware, scholarships certainly help students, but the need often continues, and often student basic needs or just associated costs with a college education. The President's Emergency Hardship Fund at Laney College is designed for students to receive scholarships to supplement and help with additional challenges or emergencies that come up. These include things like instructional supplies for classes, perhaps some money to help pay the rent or utilities or for childcare or transportation, or maybe even books, which are certainly not cheap. So just to tell you the story about this for a moment, when we got the numerous applications we did in the fall semester, our balance in the fund went down to $600 in October. And really a call to action went out on my campus. And a month later, we went from $600 to $6,000. A month after that, we went from $6,000 to over $10,000. And on January 26th, executive assistant in my office, Arlene Lontock, reported to our college council that the balance was $20,894.44. Absolutely incredible, and a testament to our employee giving and support of our students. This is just something that is incredible because as many of us know, a lot of our students are one bad break away from potentially leaving college. So this makes such a difference. So thank you so much to our employees of Laney College who have given, as well as those colleagues who have supported us in the Peralta Colleges Foundation. Earlier tonight from our student body president, you heard about the events on campus. And as you can see behind me, I have actually a flyer that President Bilal Homran created. And it has to do with our event on campus, February 23rd, from 12:30 to 3 o'clock in the Laney College Quad. Certainly invite everyone to join us for the festivities, which will include music and food and dancing, although I can't really cut a rug, so you don't have to worry about me dancing. But anyway, I just want to say that for this month, there are 9 events on the Laney College campus. And I'd like to express special thanks to the Black Student Union, to our Associated Student Government, and our Umoja Ubaka program, as well as the many employees who make up Black Laney Love for their leadership and participation in making all of these things happen. Also last Friday, I was privileged to attend the Lunar New Year celebration put on by our APAS program and director, Dr. David Lee. And that was an incredible event and really just a testament again to a lot of the bridges we've built at Laney College with our API community. And it just something that was awesome. In closing tonight, I would like to express appreciation to a fellow educational leader. Our IT director, Rupinder Bhatia, has accepted a position, an incredible promotional opportunity to be the executive director for the San Jose Evergreen Community College District. And we certainly wish her all the best. One cannot help but walk around all of the rooms on the Laney College campus to see how so many of them have been fit with smart technology. Her leadership as we transition to online instruction as someone on the Distance Education Committee is also a legacy. But the biggest thing that I will remember Rupinder for is for stepping up for 6 months to be Laney College's accreditation liaison officer at a time when we needed one the most. She saw the completion of our ICER to fruition, and she also organized the visit from the ACCJC visiting team something that actually earned praise from Dr. Pamela Luster, who chaired the team. Rupinder, we will certainly miss you, but we wish you all the best. And with that, I'll conclude my report.
Thank you, President Besikof. Good evening, Chancellor, President Napoli Abella-Reese, trustees, colleagues, and community. I would like to begin my remarks tonight by acknowledging the collective efforts of faculty, classified professional staff, and administrators, the efforts we've made over the first few weeks of the semester, particularly with regard to the on-campus instruction and delivery of in-person student services. I think we've done that more successfully than many people might have anticipated. And although the majority of our students are online and the majority of sections are online, we still have many, many students that are coming to campus to take classes and to receive services. And as such, I just want to express my appreciation for the faculty and classified professional staff members who are actually here on campus, here to meet the needs of our students. I'm grateful for you for doing that. But I also want to take a moment to recognize the efforts of the custodial workers and the groundskeepers. Okay, so these are folks that come in, day out. They've been here the entire time, and despite staffing challenges and the criticisms that you all sometimes face, you still show up to work every day, doing your best. So I just wanted to make sure that you know that I see you. Finally, I want to note the feedback that Merritt received, in particular from the PFT and SEIU leadership. I think I speak for all the presidents. As administrators, we're all committed to ensuring that the colleges are as safe as possible, and the insights and suggestions that you provide contribute to that effort. So I want to make sure I noted that. On another note, on January 27th, Merritt College hosted our first grab and go of the calendar year, so we still have that going. The theme was Power in Unity, and it was an opportunity for our categorical programs to come together and put on a really amazing event. Students got hot meals from local vendors. There was PPE and timely information regarding course offerings, support services, and other resources that are available. So I need to show some love to the principal organizers, Ms. Margie Rubio out of Next Up, Carmen Jones representing ELPS, and Dean of Enrollment Services, Ms. Rashima Thornton. And just to quote Ms. Rubio, Margie, I love this quote. She was like, when I spoke with her, she was like, it's all about being intentional with our efforts with a teamwork mindset. We need to continue to be the change. I think that we would all do well to take heed of her exhortation. Finally, I want to recognize our transfer counselor, Angélica, and our Dean of Counseling and Equity, Lisa Webb. They recently secured an agreement with UC Davis that allows Merritt to become part of their transfer opportunity program, TOP, for those of you who know. And that's really a program designed to support colleges, community colleges, in their efforts to increase the number of transfer-ready students, particularly students of color. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to them. Some of the things that we will receive as part of that is peer opportunities for students interested in going to colleges, those colleges with similar majors. There's advising on the UC application process, university admissions policies, major requirements, student housing. It's a really comprehensive opportunity. But as great as that opportunity is, I think I'm most thrilled to report that as a result, and I want to get this right, of the Student Academic Preparation and Educational Partnership Grant, the fee that we typically would pay as a community college to participate in that program and be designated as a top school was waived. So that's an extra $21,000 coming back to the district. So with that, I will pass it on to Dr. Nathaniel Jones.
Thank you very much, President Johnson. Good evening, President Reese, trustees, Chancellor Jackson, colleagues, and community. First, I would like to thank our faculty, staff, and administrators for your in-person work that you've been doing to support our students during this time of uncertainty and changing conditions. Your dedication and patience are recognized and very much appreciated. The College of Alameda is stepping up our efforts related to guided pathways. I shared with the campus community at our Spring Flex the importance of guided pathways to address student completion and success with equity in mind. Our guided pathway leads this year are English Department Chair Maurice Johnson and Counseling Department Co-Chairs Marissa Nakano and Julie Seichow. They led a flex presentation that highlighted some of our achievements to date and also shared implementation plans for the spring. For example, the team will be conducting listening sessions with students to better understand the student experience from their perspective. The sessions will be held virtually and held on February the 15th and the 23rd. Also, as part of the college's ongoing strategic enrollment management efforts using guided pathways approach, the College of Alameda is offering an online entrepreneur certificate program this spring. The program will prepare students for entrepreneurship through a series of hands-on and experiential classes. These classes are designed to help students develop business ownership skills and to serve as a springboard to start, run, or grow individual or family-owned businesses. The curriculum include courses in market research, business law, introduction to business pitch, essential entrepreneurship skills, as well as success tools. The College of Alameda Entrepreneur Certificate Program was designed by Professors Rochelle Olive and Carolyn Johnson based on feedback from students and the business community. The program is funded from Strong Workforce, Perkins, Improving Online CTE Participant Grant as well. Lastly, as you know, the COVID-19 pandemic has been tremendously challenging for many, including our students. Increasing loneliness, stress, anxiety, and depression has been an ongoing challenge. In light of this, the College of Alameda has launched the COA CARES team that seek to intervene early with students displaying signs of distress behavior. They seek to provide early support and aid to those students. The CARES team was developed as part of the college's ongoing strategic enrollment management efforts to help improve student retention and success rates. The CARE team is comprised of faculty, staff, and administrators throughout the Student Services Division, all aiming to provide the needed support and encouragement that our students need during these difficult times. The faculty and staff can make reports through an online form of students that are exhibiting concerning behavior. The team is committed to providing confidential, respectful, and proactive support while offering helpful resources that promote student success and well-being. That concludes my report for the evening. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Presidents. I appreciate your reports. And that concludes our Chancellor's report. But I just wanted to make a couple of comments before I turn it back over to President Napolia Bella-Reese. One is that Carrie Burdick, who is in our risk management office, will be also conducting training on COVID-19 for our in-person colleagues that are working. There's been much emotional stress. Some of it the board was privy to at the last board meeting. And when I was on the campuses, it was also expressed to me. So Carrie volunteered. We talked about it at our meeting on Monday with our expanded cabinet, and she made a presentation. And the presidents are going to be establishing some times for her to go out and really just to give a kind of a, not a real hug, but a nod and an acknowledgement that it is a stressful time. And I think that is badly needed right now. And I think it will go far to reassure our staff, both classified and faculty and administrative staff, that we understand. We're going through this just like everyone else. So that is one thing. And then the last thing is, I am glad that Dr. Johnson is still at College of Alameda. And I would ask her to reach out to Trustee Withrow, who just asked me last week about our entrepreneurial program. So thank you, Dr. Jones, for reminding me of that and acknowledging that Dr. Johnson is still there, Carolyn Johnson. So with that, that concludes our presentation and the update of the Chancellor's report. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Chancellor. And thank you again, Presidents, for those reports. Let's move on to our presentations. 4.1, presentation.